I hope everybody enjoys their fan from Bell and Howell. Have a good night. I know you're back in the morning with Tina.
Thank you so much.
Go get your beauty sleep, my friend. See you later. All right, let's keep going. It's summertime, you guys, and nothing says summertime more than ice cream or gelato or sorbet or frozen yogurt. Any of those frozen delicious treats make the summer amazing. And I have something for you that not only makes it delicious, easy, fun, but super convenient at the same time. This is from Kitchen HQ. This is our proprietary kitchen line here at HSN. This is a 2-pack of ice cream makers. They are in super fun designs and colors. They come individually gift boxed, so you can keep one, gift one. But this is how, with minimal ingredients, at home, you can make your own delicious frozen treats. And we have 2 of these today for $36. So they're $18 a piece, which is incredible. You see all these great color options. This is your pistachio with white. We have black with white. We also have the lilac, which has this fun white with like a sprinkle design. Down in the front, we have the red and white. And then we have the aqua with the sprinkle design. You get everything you need, the freezer bowls, the paddles, the containers, the lids, the power unit for this. It's so easy. So we're gonna show you how it's done. And Chef Shahir Massoud is here with us from Kitchen HQ and many other cooking shows and cookbooks and education, my friend. But this is such an easy thing to make.
First, let's just talk about the best, it's taking my breath away, the best vanilla ice cream you're ever gonna see. Just look at the consistency.
I'm gonna grab a spoon.
As well you should, Michelle. I mean, just look at that.
Wow.
It's smooth, it's creamy.
Oh my gosh.
And if you can mix milk, cream, vanilla, sugar together, you can make this ice cream. But I'm gonna teach you, how good is this? I'm gonna teach you how to make the perfect ice cream, sorbet, gelato, frozen yogurt. You are in control of the sugar, the fat, the lactose, the flavors.
Yeah. That's delicious.
It's the most stunning ice cream.
I love how you have a setup. Let's think about like an ice cream party. Kids are out of school. You got to give them things to do, right? Who doesn't love making ice cream? But usually it's a huge pain. It takes a lot of work, and it's not something we normally would do, and it takes forever.
And a lot of people have never made ice cream or sorbet or gelato before, and that's why I love showing the quick demo. If you can mix milk, cream, vanilla, sugar together, you can make ice cream. It's that simple. Now, the best part is you get the recipes. So you're gonna know the ratio of milk, cream, sugar, vanilla, but you can go less cream, more milk. Now you have a gelato and less fat. You could use a sweetener, cut back on your sugar. You could put Greek yogurt in here, have a frozen yogurt. A sorbet, it's so limitless in terms of what you could do. Now turn on the machine, pour in that base, and that's it. In about 20 minutes, you have that silky, perfect ice cream. And from this vanilla base, Michelle, you can now add chocolate, your favorite cereal, nut, candy, green tea powder, whatever. You can get so creative with that same base. Milk, cream, vanilla, sugar. That's it.
That's incredible.
And from there, you control. Maybe you want to use a natural sweetener, like honey or maple, or use a Splenda sweetener. Maybe you want to use an almond milk and cut back on your lactose. Maybe you want to put some yogurt in there, or do a fruit sorbet. I'm going to show you how easy all of that is. It's super fun.
And think about this price point. So it's $18 per. You're getting 2 of these individually made. That looks incredible. We went to one of those ice cream shops where you add the mix-ins and you kind of customize. Well, we're a family of 4. It was about $50.
It adds up.
By the time we got out the door, it was ridiculous.
Look at
and
this.
You just made this.
And you can make it in 20 minutes. You got to try this. This is a little chocolate cherry chunk ice cream. So you could put your favorite chocolate, your favorite jam. You can really get creative in the flavors. Here's another thing you could do also. As the ice cream is churning, you can drizzle in sauces. You can add toppings into the ice cream flavor as it goes. And you mentioned lining up a few of these. So when my son turned 5, we lined up 4 of these, and that was the birthday party. All the kids made their flavors, added toppings. You can get so creative with the flavors, but the composition of, you're in control of the sugar, the fat, the lactose. You could add Greek yogurt. I'm gonna show you a fruit sorbet in a second. There's so much you can do, and most important, you get the recipe so you know exactly what to do once you get it home.
That cherry flavor is incredible. And then you're also getting the containers that you can put your treats in and keep them in the freezer.
This is the best part of Kitchen HQ. Because it's our in-house brand, I can come up with an idea and we actually make it. So originally we started with the ice cream maker and I was making all these flavors, and I told the team here at Kitchen HQ, We need pint containers, because once you make your flavor, what do you do with it?
Yeah.
That's the best part of being the in-house brand. Now you get the pint containers, and look, I even created a little label area with a dry erase marker. You can put your label,
Oh
you
my
can put your
gosh.
flavor name, you can name it after your kids or grandkids. It is so much fun. And also, check this out, what we created, a heatable ice cream scoop. So once your ice cream is rock hard in the freezer, the ice cream scoop actually heats up. Look at this.
OMG. Love it.
Right?
And so what, that's like a rechargeable little ice cream
USB
scoop?
chargeable. So
That's
once you
genius.
get that rock hard ice cream, look, you're not suffering, you're not squeezing to get it out.
Oh my
It just comes
gosh.
perfectly out.
What
so get those
kind
little
is
add-ons.
that?
Oh, this is a little rocky road. There you
Rocky
go.
Road, you're killing me,
Caramel,
chef.
chocolate, you could get your marshmallows in there. And you mentioned it,
Wow.
when you go out, Michelle, and buy the ice cream, it's expensive, and it's not really an experience. When you see your kids and grandkids light up when they mix these ingredients, watch it churn in real time. Yeah, get in there.
Well, I mean, this is like
Right?
ice cream. So when you make it, you can get soft
Look at that.
serve or sorbet consistency, throw it in the freezer in the container and get super rock hard ice
And
cream.
look, the longer you churn it, the firmer it's gonna get. So you're in control of whether you wanted a soft serve, a harder ice cream, you're in control of the fat, the sugar, the lactose. Add some Greek yogurt. I'm gonna show you a sorbet in a sec. Make a gelato, meaning less cream, more milk. So you really control every aspect. The flavors, of course. From that vanilla base, you can add your favorite candy, nut, crushed up cereal, chocolate drizzle, caramel.
Wow.
Even get your cherry jam in there for a fruit-based ice cream or gelato.
Sure.
It is so much fun. Now, I've shown you ice cream.
Okay.
I showed you a different flavor. I'm gonna show you gelato in a sec. Let's talk sorbet real quick.
How'd you
Because
do that?
look at how smooth and perfect this sorbet is. This is a mango sorbet, and all I did, I took my frozen
gosh.
mango, pureed it up. Actually, it'd be great in that Ninja that I saw.
Yes, it would.
Right? And you make that puree with a little bit of sugar and water. I can add some lime zest to this as well. Michelle, you gotta try this.
Yeah, I had grabbed
I
this
got you.
spoon.
You're
Thank
already
you for
locked
making
and
me
loaded.
one. I love mango.
This is my favorite sorbet. You could do raspberry.
That is so fresh. It doesn't taste like mango flavor because
tastes
it's
like
actual mango.
mango.
You know what I noticed too?
It's
You're not
so
gonna
good.
get freezer burn on these. You don't get those little crystals
Totally.
in your ice cream and sorbet.
And when you churn it fresh, that's a great observation. You get a smooth consistency. It's not freezer burnt, especially with sorbet. When you think of a sorbet, sometimes we think of like a rock hard, icy sorbet. This is almost like a soft serve. Look at how beautiful this is.
So good.
So all you do, take your favorite fresh frozen fruit, puree it with a splash of water. You could add sugar, you don't have to. Sometimes
You
the
don't need
natural
it.
sweetness of the fruit does it for you. Add a little lime zest, I like that. And
lime.
churn it. You puree it and churn it.
Do a little
It's-
chili on top.
Oh,
chili
yeah.
powder. This is a new spoon, by the way, just so nobody thinks I'm double dipping. They give us lots
Same.
of spoons when we come out here. Okay, so
I love
this,
that
I
one.
wanted this in my show because it's a summertime theme this hour. Next hour, we're gonna have fashion and beauty.
Yeah.
So I hope you stick with us. But to me, this is the quintessential summertime treat.
Yep.
It is ice cream. And whether that is your kids out of school, your grandkids visiting, the get-togethers, maybe you're just trying to watch your sugar or watch
Sure.
your calories and you want control of what you're making.
Yep.
This is the ultimate way to do it, and 20 minutes. Just keep these
20
in the
minutes.
freezer, and then mix up your base,
Yep.
throw it in, and go, and you're ready to roll. And you're getting 2 of these today. So if you look at the price point, that's $18 per.
With
Comes
the
with
pints,
everything you need,
which
with
is
the
super
pints,
cool.
all the pieces,
And
even
again,
the recipe book.
You can label your flavor. You can, name it after your favorite kids, grandkids, when they come up with their flavor combination. All the time,
That's
especially
cute.
my 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Catherine will say, oh, this is Catherine's chocolate pistachio, whatever, and we'll label it there for her so that she
That's
knows
super cute.
that's her creation. It is so much fun. That one's banging.
Look at how icy the outside is now.
And it's the right size. So this is the 1 pint container.
Okay.
Every ice cream maker has to live in your freezer for 24 hours to get nice and cold.
Okay.
So for me, this is the right size. Sometimes you'll see large ones like that. They take up your whole freezer.
Yeah.
Leave that 1 pint size in your freezer, and then you can put, your bag of frozen peas inside, etc. Now look at this.
Ooh,
This is a pistachio gelato. That is so stunning. And again, look at how smooth.
That is incredible.
Look at that. Now, the crazy thing with this gelato is, try this, Michelle.
No. Don't make me do it. You know why I really
It's a
put
hard
this in my
life we
show.
have here. A gelato, like I told you, less cream, more milk. So less fat here.
Oh my gosh. It doesn't taste like less fat. That tastes like I should feel guilty, but I don't.
This is my favorite of all of them.
That is
A pistachio
so
gelato is unbeatable.
good.
But it comes down to being in control of. You can go less cream, more milk. You cut back on the fat. You can go all milk. You can use an almond milk. You can put some Greek yogurt in here for some protein.
Gosh.
You can use a sweetener. You can add any flavor. It's about creating that experience and controlling the fat, the sugar, the lactose, the flavors, a sorbet.
How exciting.
You get all the recipes.
I mean,
this one's good.
I was reading through reviews and people were like, now I use it every single night. They were like, I'm following the recipes. You get a whole book with ideas to get you started. Look at the consistency.
It's perfect.
20 minutes. Actually, I shouldn't say that. 20 minutes will give you like softer serve.
For a softer serve?
The more you let it run, the thicker it will get like this.
So you're even in control of the consistency because if I keep churning it for 5 more minutes, etc., it will get firmer.
Yeah. So you gotta twist it on.
You twist on the top, turn it on, that's it. You just let it churn.
So good.
It's so easy.
We got a whole other table here.
Yeah.
I will say the color options, the pistachio with whites, that is our most limited. We've got a couple hundred. That's it. Red, very, very popular. It's always our #1 selling kitchen accessory color. You get 2, you guys, for $36. They are individually boxed. It would be such a great gift idea.
How cool.
A lot of people said, oh, I gifted this to my daughter and her family. I gifted this to my neighbors. Housewarming gift, like how fun would that be?
Sure.
Or maybe you're going for a summertime party at someone's house and you want to bring this and say, hey, here you go. Like you bring all the ingredients, it's ready to roll. So what did you just mix up now?
By the way, this is our Kitchen HQ whisk. If you've never seen a whisk like this, look at how easy it is to whisk your ingredients. It's super cool. So here, the same base, milk, cream, sugar, vanilla. I just added cocoa powder. Now I'm gonna make chocolate ice cream.
Okay.
So you're 1 ingredient away from that vanilla base, from having a brand new flavor. Cocoa powder takes you to chocolate ice cream land. It's that easy. Pour it into your unit and watch. It just starts to churn.
So the bottom is already frozen. You leave that in your freezer and take it out when you use it.
You leave that in your freezer for a day.
Okay.
I leave mine all the time. So at any given time, I'm 20 minutes away from my ice cream.
I like what you said. This is a 1 pint size, so unlike the other ones that are massive, you actually can leave it in your freezer. It defeats the purpose if you're storing it elsewhere because you don't have room, and then when you want ice cream, you're like, I have to wait a day, right? Ooh, now we're putting chocolate
syrup. Now you can add a little chocolate drizzle in there. This is the best part. As it's churning, you can add in those swirls, candies, favorite crushed up cereal, chopped up nuts, etc. And look, from just adding that cocoa powder, I've now got the most stunning chocolate swirl ice cream you've ever seen.
Okay.
You're locked and loaded with the spoon.
You know what you need with this, right? French fries.
What?
Come on. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe it's just a USA thing.
French fries?
Yes, you dip a salty, crunchy French fry into chocolate. There's a fast food chain that makes these type of things. They cost a lot, and there's weird mystery stuff in it, but it's delicious.
I'll try that tomorrow.
A little salty sweet.
Tomorrow.
You're trying new snacks today.
Hold on a second. Now, this is the best part. If I keep this churning and add something salty inside, maybe a chopped up pretzel or a potato chip, I can put it in my pint container and label it Michelle's salty chocolate weird flavor.
I can't
That's
be the
half
only
the
one.
fun.
Has anybody tried that?
French
I'm telling
fries.
you, next time you have chocolate ice cream, dip a French fry in it.
This is the moment I'm talking about.
I know, but see, you're right. I could have my own Michelle's mix.
There you go.
And you can label it in the container that comes with it. Okay, we've got, oh my gosh, you made ice cream sandwiches.
Now check this next flavor out.
Genius.
This one is gonna blow your mind.
Okay.
I added a little Greek yogurt to my base. Remember the base, just milk, cream, sugar, vanilla, that's it. I add a little Greek yogurt and a little bit of dulce de leche.
What?
So now I've got a dulce de leche frozen yogurt, and just look at how perfect this consistency is. When you churn ice cream fresh, just look at that.
Wow.
It is the perfect ice cream, gelato, frozen yogurt, even the sorbet I showed you, it's not icy. Now you gotta try this. A little dulce de leche with the Greek yogurt.
That might be my favorite. It's extra creamy.
It's super, the yogurt actually gives it a nice creaminess and a little bit of protein. So even if, I know some like fitness buffs out there will make like an almond milk, Greek yogurt, protein powder ice cream. You can do that. You can add a sweetener. You can add less cream, more milk. You're in control of the fat, the sugar, the lactose.
I think
Double going in.
Well,
I love that. Means it's a good one.
It's a good one. And and this is the thing. You can play. You can get creative.
Look at that.
You're gonna figure out what your favorite recipes are, and a lot of like the base.
The base is
you have
easy.
this stuff on hand usually.
Totally.
Milk, cream. What else did you have? A little bit
milk,
of
cream, sugar, vanilla. That's it. And from there, you decide if you want to go less cream, more milk, you got gelato. If you want to use an almond milk or an oat milk, you can do that. If you want to cut back on the sugar and use honey, maple, a sweetener, and you're cutting back on the sugar, you can do that.
Wow.
You're in control of the fat. You could use a lactose-free milk. Lactose, flavors, sugar.
Yeah.
And you're going to get the recipes that I created. It's a hard job to make ice cream, sorbet, gelato, frozen yogurt, so you know the exact ratios. You get the booklet with all the recipes. You get the pint container, which I love because you can label your own flavor, like Michelle's salty potato chip, French fry, chocolate ice cream.
Try it. It's delicious.
I'm gonna try it.
And you know, unlike other ice cream makers in the past, first of all, it's not this giant machine.
Yep.
It's not time consuming. You don't have to babysit. You don't have to like do the whole salt thing.
Totally.
And like it just.
It's easy.
This is convenience. This is what Kitchen HQ is all about. It's our proprietary brand, which is how we're able to send you 2 of these for $36.
Yum,
Our
yum,
flex
yum.
pay is $7 and change. You can't even buy a pint of ice cream for that amount. Right? So this is such a good deal. I love this lavender.
And I love
I'm
the
gonna use a real
consistency.
spoon.
Get a real spoon.
You use your sampler, but
I've got
which kind
chunks
is
of
this?
peach in here.
Okay.
Taste the peach. I've got a little peach and strawberry situation happening.
That is summertime.
That is
right
summertime
there.
in an ice
Wow.
cream. And think about the colors, the flavors, the textures you're gonna get. Homemade ice cream